Hi, this is Driving with Star. I know it's been a couple of days. So, wanted to share today. I guess I'm calling it an early night because I've had the rudest, something that usually doesn't happen. Okay, so the first rude person gets in the car. Well, first of all, he's at a bar kind of place that has a roundabout, but they had the roundabout closed because they were decorating for the holidays. And so he's texting me, you have to come up. And I said, I can't because the roundabout. So then he calls me and he's like, you got to come up here. And I'm like, no, I can't get up there because can't you see it's all closed off? You have to come down this roundabout. And it was on a small incline, nothing major. So I see him get into the car and I could tell that he's slow moving and inebriated. And so I said to him, hey, do you need me to, put the AC on? Or it's been kind of cool here, so I've had the windows open. And it took him literally, I kid you not, 5 minutes because he didn't give me a response. So I left the windows open. 5 minutes. Why do you have to put on the AC? Why do you have to close the windows? And I was like, I was just asking. So right in that conversation, I said, I look back and I realized, this 5 minutes was because he was sleeping and had way too much to drink. So I said, okay, if you're not feeling well or if you need me to pull over, just let me know, please. Another 5 minutes. The trip was over like 25 minutes ride. Another 5 minutes go by. And he's like, why did you have to say that if you needed to pull over, why would you have to pull over? And I said, well, just in case you weren't feeling well, because I know you're in a happy state, you've had a few too many. Another freaking 5 minutes go by and he's like, what the fuck is your business whether I had blah blah blah. And I was just like, whoa, mister, you can please stop there. You do not curse at me. So then he goes off on this tangent like, what the fuck, blah, blah, blah. I said, you know what, sir? I'm going to pull over now and you're going to get out of my car. It's that simple. Because I'm not going to tolerate you cursing at me in this fashion. So I pulled over and I could see that it's taking him longer to get out of the car. So I'm like, are you getting out of the car? Get out of my car. So he goes to get out of my car, which takes him a while to get physically out of the car. And I could tell that he's mad because he's cursing up a storm. We won't get into that, but he's cursing up a storm, cursing me out. And so I could see that he's gonna wham, slam the door, with that anger, and I just peel off. So my door is literally open. And when he goes to slam the door, he kind of turns around and ends up dropping to the floor. So that was pretty funny. Of course, I'm not going to get a great review with that one, but he deserved it after being so nasty to me. And then, just now, bringing a wealthy couple to the airport. And I could tell, when your gut feeling, God is good all the time. Because he gave me a vibe like something was telling me, don't take that call. But I was like, oh, it's extra money, blah, blah, blah. So I take the call and I'm having a hard time with the actual physical app of the call. So I'm just gonna pull over and stop so that I can continue this recording. So I can tell, hold on, let me straighten out my wheel so you can see my face. Hi. Okay, so I take the call and I get there. The app is acting up, so I can't physically, like, it's wacky. So I can kind of pinpoint it, but it's not giving me the address. So I call the person up, which is obviously the wife. And, I explained to her, I said, there's something wrong with the app. It's not showing me your address. I need to put it in another app. What's the address? What do you mean? Oh, I'm like, oh, Lord, here I go. It is too early in the morning to be dealing with this nastiness. So, okay. She finally gives me the address. I put it in Waze. Get there. And the husband is a big guy. So I offer, would you like to sit in the front seat? Because he's a big guy. No, it's fine. I'll sit back here. But just move the damn seat all the way up. Oh. Okay, we're starting our morning like that. And we're getting on a flight. Ugh, hate to be around them, anywhere near the flight. And they were flying on my favorite airline. Ugh. I feel sorry for the people on that flight. So, anyway, so I moved the seat. I said, that's as far as it's going to go. Now, he's having a hard time getting in. And my car's not a little car. It's pretty, big in space. My children are, 6 plus and they fit fine in here. So he leaves the wife out there with 4 suitcases. And so he's like, you didn't open the trunk. I said, it's open. You got to lift it. So I rolled down the window because it was only cracked open, and I let the helper or whatever, I don't know. Oh, the doorman, that's the word I was looking for, the doorman, and his wife to put these 4 suitcases in my trunk. And so he's like, you're not going to get out and help? I'm thinking, what was crossing through my mind? I said, I was like, there was so much I wanted to say, I'm not going to say it here, but I did. It was going through my mind, like, really, dude? Your freaking fat, huge ass is not helping your wife put the suitcase in. I'm a female, not that, I know the whole male, female kind of thing. I'm smaller than you, and I got to get out of my car to put your freaking effing suitcases in the trunk? Are you kidding me? I said, no, absolutely not. That's not part of my job. And you know what? I've done it before for other people, but they're nicer. And I've already sensed that these two were nasty, nasty people. So, go from there. The wife gets in the car, and the app is wacky, so it's sending me one direction, and they're like, do you know where you're going? You gotta make a right. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, well, this is why I was telling you, the app is acting up, and I don't know how to get out of this specific community in order to get to the main roads. And once I'm on the main road, why I went into all that explanation, I don't know, because these people are nasty. They don't deserve an explanation, but that's just who I am. So anyway, on the drive over, total silence, because of course they didn't want to hear music. And I was just like, I don't feel like arguing with these people. But at least he didn't turn off my radio. He just asked me if I could please turn off the music. So since he used the please word, I obliged. Not willingly, not really wanting to, but I did. And that was one of the beginning requests. But anyway. So silence, and it was just torture, I tell you, torture. So, he's like, where is the charger? because my phone is dead and I'm gonna need to charge it when I get to the airport. And so she goes to say something. Before she even says anything, he's like, oh my fucking God, Jesus Christ. And I'm like, oh, he's mentioning God in vain. And he's like, do you have to start in on me? You know, all I said was just give me the damn plug so I could charge my phone. And you know what? I have a charger here. But because he was so freaking nasty, I never offered it to him. I know that's terrible. But I was like, no, I don't feel like it. No. So he's bitching at his wife about that. And, you know, I could hear she's telling him, you know, she's a little embarrassed that he's speaking to her that way. So then we finally get to the airport. And I'm saying, what airline? Okay. I'm like, ugh. They're riding on my favorite airline, those poor people. So I pull in. I said, maybe you want to get somebody to help you pull out the suitcases. And he's like, it's fine. I'll do it. I'll get it out. I was just like, and then he's like, he had to add, like, with no help from you. Oh, no thanks from you. And then they're like both, poof, poof, with my doors. And I said, could you be more gentle with my doors, please? Like, what is it with people not considering, like, you don't have to slam the damn doors so damn hard. And I know he was pissed. And then they slammed my trunk down. I was like, thanks, have a blessed day. So I roll off, turn off the AC, roll my windows, and put the music on. And I was just like, doo-doo-doo, you're not phasing me. But what I've come to realize is, you know, money doesn't buy class or manners. So you could have all the money in the world, but that doesn't mean that you have class or manners. And it's evident with those two and the previous guy. All three of them. Dropped them off in, you know, $1 million homes. Meanwhile, they're miserable, nasty people. What's the point of all that money, right? That's what I'm saying. So anyway, put on notifications, like, share, and follow. Be blessed. Good night.